dear. So, what do you expect to see out of FM actually now that they have two stand-ins? What sort of stuff are you expecting them to pull? How is their play going to be adapted?
A win is what I'm expecting. I think it's going to be 16. Let's go predictions, right? I'm saying 16-9 FM win. What about you?
I mean, again, I am not nearly as clairvoyant as you, so I'm going to go Price is Right and go 16-10.
Wow.
Just take it one higher, hope that, you know, it plays out for an extra round.
So it's going to be CeX starting on the T side. I think they're going to swap it there. I'm not really too sure. Yeah, CeX actually going to opt to play on the CT side. They're just on the knife. I'm waiting for the server to restart. So FM on their T side, they have the more, I would say, individually skilled players. Pulse, Connor, Frey1, exceptional aim on those players, and obviously Windansky and Co with the experience. So they will start on the T side. I think if FM can win this T pistol and get the ball rolling from that, I think they might just run away with this game.
Well, we can only wait and see. CeX going to be coming out into this pistol round with full armor, so nobody going to have a kit, no real second chances. Going to have to hold this one down. And hard, and actually 3 men towards A with 1 man in mid, B site completely exposed.
Not really too exposed, obviously you got Liam there. The stand-in for CeX. He's not really playing for information though, so if they do decide to flood towards B, it could be devastating for CeX. Instead they're opting for the 3 players towards A, and I think we're going to see a boost towards mid and have FM take control of mid and then go for an A split.
It does look like what we're going to be seeing coming out here at the moment. Again, Liam just going to be sat down slowly. Mid presence going to be being worked on. Smooth, the only man there that can really do anything to deny it. A little bit of an interesting movement, but
he loves the attention from that, doesn't he?
We'll let it slide.
Anyway, so all these players are now pushing up towards mid. Now this is the thing. Once these players in A have the attention from the players that are pushing up highway, that's when you're going to see the player and the player in main push out squeaky, or maybe they might just decide to pull the trigger early. Ready towards MBK. Can he get the first frag? No, Connor actually spraying as well, but they know where the players are. Connor gets the first of the already see. Wide faces as well towards the side. Get both kills. Not headshots, but sprays them down. Thomas in the name of the replies. 3 versus 3.
3v3 is initiated, but a man on B going to be causing problems as the bomb goes down. Thomas, though, with a nice one tap onto Connor. Makes it a 3v2, leaves Pulse as the sole defender over on A, trying to keep him away from that bomb. Thomas going to be pushing in on him. Pulse still able to find the shot. Liam, though,
that's it.
Takes out his friend, and Smooya finishes things off nice and quickly indeed, as CeX managed to start things in the right direction, and as they mean to go on with the pistol round in their favor.
Such an important round as well, the CT pistol coming for CeX. They needed this round, otherwise FM could have been stomping them from early on. I mean, if FM won that pistol, got the ball rolling, and it was 3-0, won the first buy round, I honestly would have thought FM could have stomped that. But CeX, they do win the first pistol. It's so important for them. They're going to be on the first round on the board. Can they hold off this force buy? Actually, no, the bomb does go down, so they're going to opt for the save. So FM going to be buying up in the next round, and they're not going to have an opt unless they get the bomb down here. But most likely going to be 5 rifles, and we're going to see the play coming up from that.
Yeah, still, as you were saying, some pretty strong individual aimers on this team. From what we've been seeing throughout this tournament, and from what we've been seeing, just in general throughout the week, I would say these pistols still going to be dangerous. The 2 Deagle's definitely going to be deadly at range. The P250 is going to be a factor as well, but a flash through and a push from Rezu makes sure at least one gun going to be off the table completely. Connor drops. Smooya, though, taking down his response.
Standing in the middle of nowhere. Just going to go down in the 1 versus 1 to Pulse. Pulse will get traded out by Thomas. Trying to get a second kill there. Spots the player there. Obviously the player on boost as well. Can't really wide swing and peek Thomas, so Thomas is fine for now, unless he gets some incredible headshot. Unless he gets headshotted, sorry, one of these T players. Instead, we'll go down. Rezu and Vent now going to be watching for that boost as well, so Thomas is covered. Fairly clean round now coming out. Actually, both those players will go down. So now it's the important round here. Can FM come back early? Can they make it 2-1 and start winning the game? Start winning the rounds in their favor?
Well, obviously after that bomb plant first, they're going to be trying, they're going to be buying up, they're going to be getting everything going they can, which in this case is 5 AKs
and yeah. So Smooya was saving.
Some lackluster utility. As you said, Smooya pulls out the AWP, but on CeX, Brody C and Rezu hold on to those UMPs. Liam going to be playing with FAMAS.
The thing is, he knows he's not playing versus another AWP, so he can go for the aggressive picks. I'm about to see him try and face towards Connor and A main.
Connor going to be coming through, manages to dodge it initially. Here's the scope as well, so he should know that Smooya stood right there. Does indeed, peeks through. A little bit of a spam through the box, finds him the first frag. The men from Highway now going to be coming up, but heat-seeking Swan going to be there, ready and waiting. Fry, obviously. Brody C now coming through the UMP, though, seeing what more damage he can do. Rips the AWP from Windansky's hand. But still, CeX not looking great here, as it's just going to be Liam left to make this work.
Yeah, he hasn't really got the much utility here as well. Not really much point to save a FAMAS in this situation. As FM haven't won the round yet, he might just try and get a few guns out of the T hands and try and dent their economy. Probably the best thing he can do now. And Smooya dying as well in mid in the previous round, and then dying here as well, buying out that AWP, so his money's going to be 0. Liam actually opts to save. Doesn't want to take out those guns out of the T hands. Instead, going to save that FAMAS into the next one. So we might be seeing a force buy. Liam could probably drop a FAMAS, another FAMAS, or maybe even another M4. And we could be seeing potential force buy coming out from CEX. So in that round, Smuya, he knows he's not playing versus another AWP. So in his head, he's thinking, I have the advantage at these peaks. Problem is, when you don't have the best A main spawn, and the T player has a good A main spawn, he gets there first. Here's the scope from Smuya, plays it correctly, shoots him from the box, and that's the first kill down. And that's going to be the A site a lot easier to take down as the entry does come through. So, first round on the board for FM, and only 1 round lead now for CEX.
Indeed, CEX from the 2-0 start going to be handicapped a little bit earlier than maybe they would have liked, but when the bomb goes down in pistol, that's sort of what you're going to be expecting to happen, at least some of the time. The issue for them right now is that Smuya got that AWP up in the last round. They didn't manage to do a huge amount with it, meaning that this is going to be potentially slightly leaky.
Will Resi drop an AWP? No, he won't. Could have dropped the AWP to Smuya and got no armor. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Smuya asked for that. Anyway, that 5 rifles coming out. Utility as well is fairly strong. They've got the Molotov, so they can play retake towards A if things do hit the fan. Early boost coming out from mid. It's going to be Smuya of the M4 here to try and challenge it.
Smuya going to be stood in mid. Going to be hearing things happening, waiting to see. Spots one player. And this is where we're going to be seeing if he actually goes for anything. Flash out, a little bit of a peek, but Fry's already there. Doesn't actually manage to find the frag initially, but yeah. The molly going to be doing the work for him in the end as it stands. Windansky going to be the next man through, just trying to consolidate what was found and keep things going. Smuya though, still there, still waiting, still deadly. So mid control not in FM's hands just yet.
Not quite. Smuya though, just jiggle peeking towards mid, trying to hold it off. He knows that there's a player towards boost, as obviously Rezu did just die to him. He's supposed to play out throwing that flashbang, so he knows there's a player left side mid main. Can he get the pick? Yes, he can. Sprays him down. That's the bomb as well. So that he knows that FM are trying to get mid control. Question is, can he still hold it off?
Well, more players going to be coming through now. Connor recovers that bomb. Pulse starting to work his way towards B. Smuya, I doubt going to be getting too many more options, or too many more chances rather, at finding this, as it is going to be Windansky is the only man there. And he's already found one, but Thomas comes through and makes sure that the trade is found. So a 3v2 still going to be the situation. FM not in the best of places, but if they can take Liam out, there's no kits on the CEX side. This could actually be around for them.
Playing a good off angle, the missiles not usually pre-fired, but I think Connor's aiming at him. Actually, no, takes aim off him, takes him down, and unfortunately gets traded out by Pulse. It's going to be the 2 versus 1. 2 Molotovs. They can molly out backside and default. Could be very hard here for Pulse to win this.
So Pulse going to be spotting Thomas out early, decides to drop the flash and look for what more he can do. First molly comes in. He's going to be dodging it. Second one through, looks for Thomas, but both going to be peeking at the same time. And in the end, unfortunately, nothing Pulse can do.
AWP is saved as well, so that's really good. So what we saw there was actually the delayed mid-control come out from CEX. Thomas and Smuya opting to go for that mid-control once again after they lost it. Flash over from Thomas from highway, flashes mid, get the trade on Windansky, don't give mid-control to FM eSports, and it means that those last 2 players are either going to be towards A or towards B. Liam there, playing a smart off-angle, gets the 1-for-1 trade and puts it into the 1 versus 2. Both Molotovs, flash out Pulse, and he has the wide face from headshot and dies to Brody C. So, good rounds there for CEX, and they managed to reset the economy of FM, but they're going to force into it.
Yeah, FM not wanting to go down easily are going to be forcing into it indeed. 3 AKs brought up, a couple of pistols for the players with less than ideal money, but still utility going to be running low. So this is a round where we're going to have to see FM playing, I don't know, a little bit more carefully, a little bit more economically.
Just a standard default. Just a standard default. They're trying to feel out if there's any aggression coming out from CEX. Obviously just winning that last round. Maybe trying to see if they can get early aggression. But the thing is, you know, thing to live by is if you don't have the economy to back it up on the CT side, don't play aggressive. If you have 7k in the back, you can play aggressive, you can take risks. But when you're on such low economy, you can't really play as risky as if you lose this round. You're out of the ball without any money and you're on the reset. But anyway, try one. It's the first entry onto Thomas, and that's Brody C. All the pressure on him, but smoothly off is on the fast rotate.
Break, he's going to be going back out on the aggressive, finds himself Fry, but Pole's going to be there to refrag, and it's Smuya going aggressive, whiffs the first shot, so can't find the man chucking that bomb down. And he's going to be blocked off by a quick smoke. Rezu, though, close up with the FAMAS, going to be seeing what he can do to work away. And spots Connor, finds the frag, and a 3v3 re-established. Neil Zeno still going to be using the Tech 9, but he's given the free shot, and Windansky as well. Just finds a man looking the wrong way. A nice little bit of cleanup from FM there. A second round on the board, and CEX, unfortunately, due to the fact that they managed to lose a round in between, back down on very little money indeed.
I can see the reasoning why you would go for that boost, right? Trying to get the early frag, trying to make it 3 versus 2 and win based off the numbers, play the trade games going in from there. The problem is, when you don't have control, you don't have someone watching a main. I mean, if you smoke a main and do that play, that's fine, that's great. But you just allow that player in a main to wide face, and you have 2 people not looking at him. Even if the player on site, I believe it was Neil Zeno, even if he didn't get that kill on Smooya and the person boosting him both would have got sprayed down from that player in main. So quite a strange play coming out, but neilzeno on the ball, expects that early aggression from Thomas. And the force block for CEX, they're already a man down.
Yeah, again, less than ideal for these guys. FM already taken an early lead. CX did indeed force buy, so investing fairly heavily into this one. And Brody C going to be seeing if he can put his investment at least to use. Finds the man with a grenade in his hand. Takes one. Smooya as well finds himself Connor. So suddenly they're a man to the wise and not in such a bad position at all.
No, only one man advantage though.
Look at the rotate though.
Look at that rotate though. And now the player that's towards B is going to find an empty B bomb site, and that's going to give them the B bomb site. Once this T player from B main realizes that B is clear, he's going to give the information over, and the bomb should rotate fairly shortly afterwards. But Liam with that Deagle is on his fast rotate. Actually, these rotations are so weird coming out from these players. Just a standstill in mid as well. The player of the bomb just holding, trying to see if anyone will rotate through highway or through vent. Unfortunately for him, Noel's going to face him, but smooth this scout. Nope, actually that player just left. So it's going to be the B, and the B is open. They are playing retake. They have the man advantage. Only one flashbang though, so if the T's can get the bomb down, it's going to be a hard retake coming out from the CT side.
Essentially, it is going to be just that. Fry as well, losing a little bit of health, but going to be coming back through for a frag of his own. Starts things off as he'd like. Smooya going to be waiting with a scout, but neilzeno scoped in, ready with the AWP to deal some damage if Smooya wants to get aggressive. And look at Fry. Perfect position once again. Finds himself the first. Not sure there's going to be a second there, but adjusts in time. Finds it. neilzeno takes Smooya. And the third round is on the board for FM to tie things up.
Unlucky for them that they go for that gamble rotate towards A, but the bomb just stood as a standstill in mid. Not giving away where they're going just yet, and actually a really great round there for FM eSports, starting to play slow and actually managed to work the B bomb site that was completely empty. So the eco now coming out from CEX is 3 versus 3. Not 3 versus 3. Most likely going to be FM on 4, and Wendanski is about to get a big spread out.
Got one frag his way, 2 come through as well. The next, not going to be his, but instead it's going to be him and Fry working in tandem to make sure Brody C can't do anything. 5 players still alive. The same cannot be said for CEX and Pulse. He's here for a little bit of a cleanup himself. Thomas comes through and goes down. Smooya now going to be the last left alive with a USP in hand. Finds the dink, but can't take the frag. A clean round for FM. A little bit more of a chance to build up some economy on that T side early on. I mean, more than anything, just put another round on the board. CEX, on the other hand, they're going to have to fully reinvest again if they want to get guns out into this one. And even then,
Smooya's
if
thinking
Smooya
about
wants
going
the
glass
AWP,
cannon.
yeah, it has to be glass cannon.
Actually thinks it's a go TV bug, I'm not too sure. Yeah, it was. So he does go for the no armor or glass cannon. Actually, no, he's watching for boost, but the thing is, though, neilzeno may have the advantage if he crouches then re-peeks. Actually, no, Smooya not going to be facing towards boost, instead peeking towards mid-main. So neilzeno, if he holds this angle here, could catch Smooya off guard when he goes for that jiggle peek for the information.
At the moment, though, nothing going to be going down there. Instead, it's Pulse and Squeaky drawing some attention from the CT side. Brody C knows that there's going to be a man there, watches for it, and, well, nothing comes his way. So a couple of bullets through the door is going to be all it is for him. Connor holding off in case anybody decides to get aggressive, in case Brody C decides to cross over. And it's another shot through. neilzeno as well, looking like he's primed and ready for the man. Vent's going to be finding Rezu easily, and it's Thomas on site now to try and hold off any presence. Pulse still going for it. The nade might be enough, and indeed it is. A 4v2 situation. CEX in a little bit of tatters, and Fry in a great position to find himself another.
An AWP is bad enough in a retake, but an AWP on no armor is even worse. So Smooya hit, probably going to go for the exit frags and then leave. So the problem is with this round is Smooya, they know Smooya is their dedicated mid player, right? They know he likes to play solo mid, and when Smooya decides to not smoke mid main, it's pretty obvious that he's going to be holding that with an AWP. So unfortunately for him, no one walks into a scope, and in fact, Wendanski was on boost. So even if Smooya was peeking towards boost, probably would have gone down to Wendanski when he was holding the angle. So unfortunately for him, the round is most likely lost. It's going to be 5-3 unless Smooya... No, he has no kit, so this is over. He's just trying to get these T's to lose their weapons here.
Yeah, Smooya still going for some risky stuff, still trying to cause issues, and actually, I was going to say potentially able to do it. I mean, from what we've seen of Smooya so far, I wouldn't have put it past him, but neilzeno rips his head off, and that's the AWP lost as well, and CEX back down to around that 3k mark.
So as I mentioned before, I mean, no smoke mid-main, it's just so obvious you're going to be watching that with an AWP. So, 2 rounds now leading for FM. They did lose the pistol, so this is really great play coming out from FM. Actually, no, did CX win the... Yeah, CX won the pistol. I remember that on the retake on A. So, now another eco coming out from CEX. neilzeno and T-Spawn waiting for that B aggression, but no one's going to walk into a scope just yet. Instead, they got the players towards mid, and actually Brody C... Oh, it's Rezu this time pushing for the mid aggression, but Wendanski in a bit of an off angle there towards the red crate. He's going to catch him off, and Brody C playing default again, watching towards Squeaky, but he's going to be mollied out towards MBK. Actually, that's the first frag on Brody C, and he was getting boosted, so they know where the other player is on site. Thomas here, about to fall down as well, unfortunately for him.
Tries to make the best of a bad situation, but nothing comes of it, and it's suddenly Liam, the sub, left all alone with a USP and not much more. Neilzina with the AWP nearby, but chances for a frag going to be low, so instead it's the 5-7 and a little bit of a hunt to see if he can find anybody else. Has to engage in the end though as he's being chased. Still, no frags. Another clean round for FM.
So now this is the important round for CEX. If they can win this, they can bring this back now. But if they lose this and they get reset once again, they'll another force buy or another half buy. That's when it's going to be really bad times for them. FM going to be at the board, going to be winning the half straight 8-3 at that point. Early on winning the half, but CX, they need this round. Smooth the AWP again. Is he going to go towards B? Yes, he is. So he's going to go towards B. They know that there's some B aggression from the T side. Question is though, will Connor walk into a scope?
At the moment, not going to be seeing that. Instead, it's going to be Neilzina trying to work on mid-presence for FM. Spots one, tags him down, doesn't manage to land the shot, but does find the legs. The question at the moment is, does he realize there might be another man there? Yeah, Liam dropped the nade, Rezu goes down, and he knows exactly where this last man is. Still, the frag doesn't come his way, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. And mid-presence denied for the time being.
So, Brody C playing this angle. They actually molly, but don't watch it. That's very strange. Flashes, the counter flash is coming out now from the CT side. Pulse with the spray, sprays him down. Liam, though, from heaven, can he get a pick here and even out these numbers? Oh my goodness, yes he can. 2 versus 2.
Yeah, he knew exactly where Pulse was after that jump, waited for the second, found the frag, and now it's going to be him and Smooya trying to make this one work for themselves. Both of these players right by A site, but neither of them in a position where they're going to have an easy time denying this bomb plant. Instead, it's going to have to be the retake, and well, Smooya's going to start things off easily. Try1 steps into his scope, and it's going to be Connor to try and make this happen. Finds Liam, and now it's Smooya to try and find the frag with the AWP.
Doesn't quite catch the player. Now Connor can play around the site. Quad, default, anywhere he wants to. This is so much easier for him. Tries to bait out the shot now. Smooth with no kit as well. This is looking so bad for him unless he can get some JW like no scope. And no, he can't. He will go down. So every single time FM have gone A, they've always modded out MBK. And where's the one place Brody C decides to play on that A site solo? He plays MBK, gets modded out. But well, fortunately for him, FM weren't really spotting it too well. So when he does repeat, he does get a frag but gets traded out. And that trade is not worth it in the end.
Unfortunate, another round on the board for FM. CX going to be coming back into it with a little bit of a force buy. They got 4 rifles. Smooya taking a little bit of a break, grabbing a 5-7 instead to save for that AWP, but it doesn't look like the most convincing purchase to try and take a round for a team that's just this dominant right now.
Also in the last round as well, we saw the failed Molotov coming out from Thomas, and that allowed Neilzina to get early onto boost. But Rezu does take down Fry1, who went for that early mid-aggression, just flashing himself through that smoke, expecting a player playing close, but instead Rezu was by Ben. So Pulse though evens out the numbers. It's going to be 4-4 Smooth, trying to get an early pick towards Squeaky. Thomas there, flash in front of flash in front of Red. Trying to slow down these T players as they come in. Will he play towards MBK? No, he will spot the play on Squeaky. If he wins this duel, this is so good, and now they won't have to worry about Squeaky.
Yeah, Squeaky not going to be on the cards, and Rezu coming in through Fork as well, finds himself one, unfortunately for him, when Dansky's going to pick up Thomas quickly, and suddenly he's going to be left in a situation all on his own. Liam, though fast joining his friend, does come through to help anchor down that A site. Now it's just up to what FM decides to do to get things going here. Still going to be committed to A. They know where the man is. They find him with the help of a flash. And it's Brody C and Rezu to try and make this round work in CX's favor. But no kits and a single flash is all they're going to have to make something of this.
Thing is, if the bomb does go down, if they do play retake, or maybe Rezu here decides to opt in to save, not save, sorry, but play passive, maybe hide towards quad. They've killed 2 players A. Maybe they won't expect Rezu if he plays and hides on default. Obviously the flash as well he has, so once Brody C says they're out in main, Rezu could throw an underhand flash, peek with a flash and try to get a frag that way. Brody C, that's a nice shot there, taking down Neilzina. Will Rezu throw away his frag? Yes, he will. It's the 1 versus 1 now, but such low HP. Dansky Brody wins that duel. So 7 seconds as well. The bomb had to go at that point. Maybe they forgot to look at the clock there. Unfortunate scenes for FM, but CX, they finally won the round. Hopefully they don't get reset here.
I mean, that's the thing, it would be disastrous, wouldn't it? Obviously, they survived that round with 1 player left after investing relatively heavily, and it means that we are going to be seeing every single one of them down on sort of that $100 mark, apart from Liam. And that means, as you said, if they get reset here, we're going to be seeing them back on that low economy, back in FM's hands to control for a little bit longer, and FM really camped in a huge performance. So this one, going to be crucial.
Cross mid smokes coming out. The problem is they haven't Molotov off Thomas, so he can jump on the railing and get a frag. Smooth through the smoke, finds one as well. This is a disaster coming in from FM eSports, so they try to go for that B split. Molotov as well, Liam. Let's get the spray down the UMP, and as well, Rezu coming down from vent, gets another spray and another frag. Liam trying to get the second, yes he does. So, when you go for the crisscross smokes mid, you have to Molotov off highway. The reason being, as you saw there, Thomas jumps on that white box and sprays one player, and Smooth as well gets a kill through the smoke. Usually we see on the pro level, they usually Molotov off highway, and it stops that player at highway, killing them as they go towards vent. So, CeX, they have not lost that round, so they are not reset just yet. The mon is still, it's a bit awful. So even if they did lose this round, their buy might be pretty awful moving into the next round. Smooth the AWP, doesn't smoke mid main again, so they're probably going to be expecting the AWP here. Could be a fast A split.
Good indeed. We're going to be seeing two men taken up to that boost, or at least attempted to early on. Windansky again, the man to work on mid control, this time though without an AWP in his hands. So, actually no, sorry. Windansky this going to be taking mid control now, making sure he watches vents, making sure nobody can find their way through there. And again, as you say, they should know where Smooth is, but he changes angle, finds the first frag, and that's CeX back again off to the races to start things off. 4 players left on the FM side now, and this is a round they sort of have to win. Their economy's running thin, and Thomas finds himself the second in the round. Fry finally responds, but it's going to be 3 players coming through. Brody, though, caught with a nade in his hand, going to be going down now to Fry as well, as FM take the site.
I mean, in that situation, it's a 4 versus 3. You have 3 Molotovs. You can play the afterplant here. You have the flashes as well onto Res. You could have played the retake here. It would have been a lot better, but the Molotov onto default does postpone that plant. Can they do it again? Though, can Rezu get another Molotov in and make even more pressure onto the T side to get this bomb down?
It doesn't look like at the moment. Neil Zeno going to be going for the Molotov now. Suya caught, finds himself a bullet to the face, and suddenly a 3v2 in FM's favor is what CeX are up against. Liam and Rezu are going to be trying to work their way in, but Rezu goes down and it's all on Liam. Unfortunately for him, he just can't stack up. Fry1 finds himself an ace and finds FM the round with it.
The A bomb site is so easy to retake, especially with the utility that the CT side had. You had 3 Molotovs, smoke, and 3 flashes, right? Smoke off A main. Molly default, Molly quad, Molly's forklift. You can do whatever you want if there's a play and squeaky Molly that out. Or you can just Molly default, have the plant postponed, allow the CT rotation to come in, Molly forklift, Molly quad, smoke A main, and have the retake play that way. But instead, they opt to stay on site. Brody plays committed onto the A site, goes down, gives up the site, and he will fall on the round as well. So 8-5. FM, if they can get 9 here, they'll be very happy with this half already. Fry1 trying to get another pick as well. No, Resi will win that playing the off angle towards the back boxes. So 2 versus 3. Armor only on Resi, but he has the AK. So if Brody C can get a nice headshot here, this could be a round for CeX.
Yeah, Brody C going to have to start doing something. Spots Windansky, does manage to find the frag. Not a headshot, but he's still kicking. And ready with that deagle to do more. Finds Pulse as well. Now just Neil Zeno with the AWP to try and make this round his. Looking for it again, but it's Brody C with a 3rd from the deagle to find the 6th for CeX.
People at Epic 19 kept saying how good Brody is at spraying with that deagle. Doesn't always headshot, but he just crouches and sprays and spams. 2 bullets are all it takes to take down a player, and actually managed to get 3 players with that deagle there. 2 sprays and a nice headshot from forklift onto that player exiting A main. So such a great round coming from CeX, and if FM can win this, they're still going to be happy with the half. 9-6. Their buy isn't too strong. So will they wait for Connor to get the picks and play off that, or will they just go for contact B?
Again, we're going to be finding out what happens here. Obviously, at the moment, everybody lined up to be ready to go. Rezu going to be in vents, waiting for something to happen. Connor trying to see if he can find that pick early on, and actually going to be given the opportunity. Liam jumps, finds himself gone. Rezu jumps through vents, but can't find the frag, and suddenly FM are 2 men to the wise, looking for that 9th round after all. Thomas going to be coming in to see if he can stop them, but there's a smoke in the way. The bomb's already going down, and CeX are going to have to fight their way back into this one the hard way.
Rezu there could just hold the angle, wait for the T's to push into into checkers. Instead, tries to force the play, jumps out, doesn't even get 1-for-1 trade. So Windansky gets 1, gets 2, nice headshot down Smooth, and then the following spray gets down Brody. Fry1 will get that frag as well. 9-6, good half for FM, decent half for CeX. They got 6 rounds. If they can win the pistol here, they're looking strong.
As always, the pistol's going to be one of the more important rounds in the game. It's where we're going to be seeing what CeX are capable of. Obviously, though, FM, as you said, not going to be too mad themselves, not going to be too sad, going to be ready to move on their CT side and get things going. What do you think they're going to be doing to ensure that this round goes their way and to ensure that...
On the T side?
Yeah, no, FM, to ensure they don't fall behind too quickly.
Ooh, let's see. Well, they got 5 sets of armor, so imagine they play quite fast here. Maybe 3, 3 towards B. They're going to play for the early information, play retake towards A. They have no kit there, so this could be quite risky for them if they don't get the early rotation in. So they're going to push B. They're just going to keep pushing until they are behind CeX.
Smooth, you're going to be seeing what he can do in terms of finding mid control. Obviously up on boost, looking to see if he can take the battle with Connor, but the Glock at that range not going to be his best friend. Still goes for more, and Connor takes him down quickly, but the A site's fallen. 4 men are there with a bomb down, and it is going to be that retake you were talking about. As you said, though, no kit, no utility, going to be a hard fight, going to have to all come off
frags. CeX running it 1 by 1, go down 1 by 1, and now it's just Rezu, 1 versus 5. Nice headshot from Frey 1 there. That's going to be the second, I believe. No, just the first from that round. 2 for Connor, 2 for Nilzinho. And I mean, without a kit, you've got to play fast. You can't allow the retake, the bomb to tick too far, as you don't have the key, you don't have those extra 5 seconds. So FM, opt for the 3-man push towards B, get all the information. Player in mid rotates towards highway. Connor, he gets an early frag as well. It's going to be FM picking up the pistols. So it's 1-1 in terms of pistols. CeX actually only winning 3 rifle rounds in the last half, so FM being dominant so far.
Yeah, FM going to be coming in with more of a showing again, as they are going to be finding this 11th round fairly easily. CeX obviously saving to get themselves those rifles in round number 3 of this half. But it does mean this one is almost definitely a sacrifice. Molly out to make sure they can't come through too quickly. They decide to push anyway, and Flash players just get picked off 1 by 1. Pulse with 2. Nilzinho finding himself 1 for his troubles, and 2 players left, just seeing if there's anything. Unfortunately for them, really there's not.
Yeah, well, they did get the bomb down in the last round on their pistols, so going to be 6-11, and now the buy coming out. No AWP for CeX. Smooth obviously being the standout player here, so phenomenal with that rifle, with that AWP in his hand. So, without the AWP, will they decide to go for a set execute? I mean, they are missing Cinder, so it might be a bit difficult for them. Or will they decide to play slow? They could go for contact A, contact B, maybe play default, or maybe go for heavy mid, get 2 people boosted up mid early on, and try win the rifle duels that way.
Well, it looks like we are going to be seeing potentially 2 men boosted up mid. Windansky, though, going to be going for the aggression through Squeaky with a couple of men backing him up. So they're just looking to take the fight to CeX right now.
How does he whiff that spray?
Almost manages to stand up, but in the end, yeah, can't quite connect all of the bullets. They find their pick, they fall back, it's a 1-man advantage, and FM aren't looking to lose it.
But why is the reply so late for CeX? You see 2 people pushing Squeaky, you know they're going to be weak aim in, you know they're going to be weak mid. Why are you still shift walking around? You should just use that, use that time, and they had a weak mid to try and take control of it, but they have, and Rezu here trying to spot the player out. Doesn't spot his head, unfortunately though, doesn't quite get the kill, so it's going to be still the 1-man lead, and control of Squeaky, control of A main, and the complete control of A. Goes in favor of FM, but Liam there with a trade.
At least manages to gain them a little bit more presence. A main mid as well going to be firmly in their favor, and Rezu finds Windansky to try and keep things even. A 3v3 now going to be coming out. 1 man on A to defend against all contenders.
So if there's one person you want, it's Fry 1. Can he get the early pick and make it a 3 versus 2? He actually brains them. He's behind them. When he's planted Fry main, he's going to shoot him in the back. Does get the 1-for-1 trade. That's worth it, but the bomb is down and actually pulsed there with the AWP. Does a headshot, and it's only Rezu now 23 HP.
Does manage to get the bomb down, but with 2 players after him, he's not going to be having a fun time. The flash is good.
Flashes himself, I think, as well.
Really?
Yeah, so FM, they've gone for double push Squeaky. Brody spots 2 plays. He goes for the spray, whiffs the shot. Unfortunately for him, doesn't quite get that player. But there's no reply from CeX. Once FM take map control, there's no reply for CeX to take map control back. You know they're gonna have a weak mid. You should have smoke connector, get flashes highway, try get up highway fast, and try and get those players as they exit A main, as they exit Squeaky. Instead, though, the slow play and the slow round will go in FM's favor.
Yeah, it means we're going to be seeing FM being a dominant presence towards the start of this one. 12-6 already established. CeX now going to be coming at it with the Tech 9s on their side. A little bit of utility to utilize, but still around. You don't necessarily expect them to win. Looking like it's going to be fast towards the B site this time, but Molotovs and smokes to try and keep them at bay. Pulse going to be playing Tree Room, which isn't smoked off without AWP, making sure he picks up people who go past Smooth.
Rezu has a smoke. What is he
Finally finds one. The smoke goes down, and they are going to be able to grab some control. The bomb should be down now. And it is going to be FM on the retake versus these pistols.
The smoke CT came so late, and it nets Pulse 2 kills. And just sloppy kills being thrown away from CeX. But that's a nice headshot, and actually equalizing the numbers there for Liam. 3 versus 3, the B bomb site. It's hard to retake. Going for the run boost. I don't know if you want to be doing that right now, mate. Smooth just constantly wants to be boosted, constantly wants to be, run boosted. We're not trying to get those early frags. I mean, it's fair enough if it works. And in this point, Liam actually does find another kill with his P250, but Pulse shifts his way through the smoke, actually. If he can catch his player off guard, he has a chance to win this. Liam, low HP. Can Pulse with the pistol take him down? No, instead opts to save. So great round there for Liam. After Pulse gets 2 through, after Pulse gets 2 through CT, I would have thought the round was over instantly, but instead, FM peak 1 by 1. Liam gets 1 frag, gets another as well towards CT, and they win the round.
Yeah, not necessarily one you were expecting to pick them up, but one that they did manage to find, and one that's actually going to put FM in a little bit of a tight spot. This round going to be them buying up again, but the money isn't great, so it's going to be a full investment. They are going to have all rifles out, but it's their breaking point. If CeX can find this, it's going to be FM on the back foot, economically speaking, and the T's with their chance to come back into it.
Yeah, Pulse swapping, not Windansky on the CT side. Quite interesting, actually. Seeing him open currently towards B, and actually the first frag going in favor of Brody C. Thomas, though, goes so aggressive. Doesn't get a flash from his teammate. Instead, opts to play individually, but unfortunately goes down. Smooth the trade onto Pulse, wins that ult battle. And then that's it. Neil Zeno goes down. The B bomb site is CEX's, and now they're going to break the economy of FM if they can win this, and they could be, you know, scratching at a few more rounds, potentially 9-12.
And unfortunately, Windansky
Finally it works,
not
and
going to
it's
have it, and look at that as well. Yeah, Windansky going to be going down quickly because of that run boost you were talking about earlier. They make it work when they're in a little bit of a better position. And it nets them a frag, but, I mean, as soon as you lose B site, you're in that sort of outnumbered position. You don't have kits.
And it's a 4 versus 2. I mean, fair play, you do the run boost and you get the kill heaven.
Yeah.
It's not really needed, is it? I mean, imagine if you died there and actually could have made it possible being a 3 versus 2. But anyway, Smooya loves those frags, loves those entries, great at them as well. So, gonna go hold A main, see if there's any push there. But it's actually the push towards B. 4 players from the CT side pushing B. Thomas gets 1, but gets instantly traded. Liam there, nice headshot taking down Fry 1. And the round will unfold.
Yeah, CX reposturing just to make sure they can't get caught too off guard by that aggressive push initially. Now going to be heading over to A instead. Windansky going to be the man there with the deagle, posted up at truck, seeing if he can find a frag, but the nade comes out, the smoke blocks his path, and he has to push in a little bit further than maybe he'd like. Neil Zeno as well, going to be looking for a route round, but he's going to be taken out, and just like that, it's Pulse left, an AK to his name, but not much else, and realistically, he's just going to want to run away.
Yeah, opting to save this, and if we try and look at the T economy, I can't actually take a look at the CT economy, sorry, on my GoTV PC. It's not working for me. So, Observer, if we can have the economy brought up onto our screen right now, we can see if FM are going to be having to eco this next round or maybe force buy it. We'll see.
If not, yeah, we'll find out.
We're about to see. Don't worry, boys. Don't worry, boys. 12-8, about to be 12-9. So, my prediction was 16-9 in favor of FM eSports. Poster, is he going to be allowed to save? Yes, he will. Can he actually kill Smooth and take the AWP out of his hands?
Oh, it's going to be close.
Yes,
he does
he
actually
can.
find it in the end, so that's an AWP for FM now.
They might force around this, actually, depending on how much money they have.
I mean, they didn't have a lot
Yes,
at the
they
end of the
will.
last, but
Yeah,
they're going to
they
have
will
money
buy.
now, yeah.
They can double up as well. They can get an AWP on Pulse and Windansky. Nope, they're not. They're just going to opt for the utility instead of dropping that AWP. So,
What?
what's wrong?
Pulse goes for head armor. He grabs head armor. He would have had money to drop an AWP if not.
So the $340, $350, he still wanted the utility over the AWP. So the nade coming out, actually killing Thomas straight away. That Molotov as well. Fortunate scenes for him. Can Smoothie get the reply though?
Smoothie are going to be looking, but nobody presenting themselves just yet. Nobody really in his path that he can find. Connor taking things a little bit slower, a little bit more passive. Again, they don't want to give Smoothie the peaks. When you give Smoothie the peaks, bad things happen. So they just won't allow it to happen. Pulse, though, now going to be getting aggressive for the CTs, poking around outside of A main and figuring out that there's no Ts there.
And now you're going to see one of these players from mid. Yep, he's going to be rotating towards B. And then once they see no one towards A as well, may see Connor as well rotate towards B as well. So yeah, he will go for the safe rotation. Doesn't want to run through highway and be killed from a player boost. Instead, will run from truck, CT, and go to B. So there's going to be 3 players close B now. And once CX attack the B bomb site, there's going to be 3 players for FM eSports here.
Yeah, that is a little bit painful, that push, just gaining a huge amount of information, allowing FM to reposture and be ready. Windansky going to be the first man through, finds one. It's going to be a trade, and actually Rezu going to take care of Connor quickly as well, so it's Neil Zeno suddenly left as the last man on site. Finds himself one, finds himself a second though, and it's going to be Rezu to try and make this happen. Now, unfortunately for him, it's going to be Neil Zeno with a third to close that one out.
And this is what CT aggression grants you. It allows you to have the rotations which aren't expected. CEX, they expect 2 players on the B bomb side. They're expecting 2-1-2. Instead, it's 3-1-1. And unfortunately for them, they don't expect Neil Zeno behind the box then and managed to get the bomb down, kill the player, the bomb, so the bomb does not go down, and kill the player that was jumping. I believe it was Smooya. So, CT aggression coming from Pulse allows another rotation onto the B bomb site, and it's unexpected from CEX. But Smooya with his AWP, he constantly gets boosted and constantly goes for the highway pick, but I believe it's Windansky. He's not going to be peeking him.
No, Connor instead going to be playing close to boost, ready for anything that might come out. Neil Zeno going to be one of the AWPers, finds the first as well. Thomas towards B, the sole man there, disappears in the flash of an eye, and now, well, it's going to be the T's trying to take mid.
Yes, and I believe they're actually going to have it unless Connor can reface now and take down Smooth on boost. Rezu, they're going close highway. We'll get the team flash for once. Thomas, though, earlier actually peeked without a flash, just individually peeked it and died. So Pulse going for that squeaky aggression again, trying to get the information. There's also a player peeking towards A main as well. So once they get this information, they're going to be expecting the B split.
Yeah, they're going to be given a fairly good picture of what's going on. I mean, It caught CeX off guard last time, it's going to catch him off guard again this time. And speaking of catching someone off guard, Connor finds Rezu with really, well, there's very little fight, as the man's not expecting to find him in vents. The rest of the push going to be coming through B main. And honestly, FM no.
Yeah, team flash might come in here. Here's the flash. Sprays one, trying to get a second, does get a second, and now it's just Liam, and the 1 versus 5 takes down Connor. 1 versus 4. Not really looking too much in his favour. He's only got smoke on the bomb as well. 30 seconds. Gets flashed by Pulse. We'll go down to the CZ. 14-9, so looking like my prediction may come true.
Yeah, looking like you definitely are in with a shot of being clever once again, because CEX, they're not going to have an easy round trying to keep FM off 15. Keeping them off match point going to be extremely difficult if they decide to go for it. And at the moment, it doesn't look like they are. In fact, it's going to be like a little bit. It's going to be a quasi-buy essentially. You've got a couple of Tech 9s coming out. You've got the Armored Deagle on Thomas, but
I think they're going to try and play for OT. I think they're going to try and play for OT. If they can lose this 6 rounds in a row, I mean 6 rounds in a row is winnable. Obviously very difficult. Throw one, doing the same again, gets inside that A main smoke and allows those pistols to run past him. And now he is behind them instantly. We'll get a few frags here as he's on the backstab.
Finds himself the first onto Smooth. The rest of his team going to be rotating in as well. The nade potentially has, potentially going to be doing some damage, and Pulse does find one from it. Connor as well picks up for ODC, and he's just going to be snaking his way into sight until it's Thomas left alone with a Deagle in his hands. Picks up one, but not going to be able to do more than that, as now everybody knows exactly where he's standing.
Yeah,
and he's only got 2
as well.
health.
No chance here. 9-15. So they save for this round. They're going to have ops. They've got the bomb down. They're going to have utility. How are they going to use it? Are they going to decide to allow Smoothie to play for picks, play slow, or are they going to play for fast mid aggression, maybe go for fast? Okay, Pulse has pushed Squeaky twice now. The thing is, though, he hasn't been spotted pushing, so they don't expect it. Will Brody C go towards Squeaky again and try to fight Pulse? That's the question. Let's see what the setup is.
Indeed, at the moment, going to be keeping things. Oh, that's actually going to be Thomas heading up towards Squeaky.
With an orb.
But nobody's actually going to be there to face him this time. It's going to be Frey instead, going for a little bit of aggression in main and actually finding Smoothie quickly.
Pulse, though, with the reply, does hit down Brody C, but it's Spray one that sprays on another one. It's looking like it's going to be 16-9 as it's the 2 versus 5 from the stand-in Liam from Nerd Rage. In the 1 versus 5, takes down 1 for his chances. They're not looking too good.
I mean, what more can you expect the man to do in this situation? Grabs the AWP, going to be seeing if he can find anybody else on the A site just to try and open it up a little bit more. Unfortunately for him at the moment, not looking too possible. Spots Connor, but can't find the frag. Just again, going to be letting off shots left, right, and center with this thing, but he gets flashed, and Connor is able to finish things off. 16-9. Again, you predict exactly what we see.